I want this to be interactive. I want this call, this Zoom, to be about all of us. This isn't about me. This is about us and creating community and success together. So I am fired up for tonight. I'm fired up to share everything that we have to offer you guys. So I'm going to mute the lines because I forgot that part. And we're going to rock and roll. So, all right. So first of all, big waves, because we can't kick it off without big waves, big waves, big waves. That makes it fun, pulls the energy up, and I love it. And I'm going to share my screen really quickly so we can run through some announcements. And then I've got some dynamic guests for all of us to hear from tonight. So first of all, connect with us. If you're part of our Telegram channel, will you tell us in the chat? So if you're part of Telegram, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat for me, because if everybody's on, then I don't need to keep reminding you every single week. But if you're not on here, please join us. Every week we put up the collateral that corporate provides to us so we can share for the shop live. We share all the different calls throughout the week, and this is just how we communicate with each other. So please join us on Telegram. Just look for New Age Communication 2022 and join us on there. We would love to see you in there, have you a part of our community so that we can make sure that you have all the information. So join us, join us, join us. Thank you for that. And we've got some events coming up. So we're going to talk about those really quickly. I'm letting people in, so sorry if I'm distracted, trying to do a couple things at once, but we're rocking and rolling. So our next event that we have coming up is going to be this coming week. We get to hang out with Melissa and Andrew Jackson down in Mississippi. Cannot wait. So go Google, look on your map, and see if this is within driving distance. I have no idea. I don't know where it is. I don't even know how far it is from me, but I would love to see you there if it's somewhere convenient for you. It's going to be a really, really powerful event. If you guys know Melissa, if you know Andrew, they are dynamic and they have a fantastic story. So if you've got some guests, it'd be great to get them there. And then we've got Coach Palmer's going to be there, Anthony Moreland, Todd Rowland, and they're going to be doing some training as well. So that will be really, really powerful. And then we have a Canadian event. So for our Canadians, they are hosting an event in Alberta. So Bowden, Alberta, I don't know where that is either, but I know that I'm going to tune in to the Zoom. That's going to be June 18th. So if you want to hear from some dynamic leaders, look at the ladies on here. We've got just an incredible assortment of ladies, and then our coaches are going to be on there as well. So should be really, really powerful. Cannot wait for that. And there's an Eventbrite for it. It looks like if you go to eventbrite.ca, boots to Bowden. So Google it or check that out on Eventbrite, find it, $24, well worth the penny. So we would love to see you there. And then folks, I've got another one. So if you have your Dare to Dream tickets already, go ahead and put a 2 in the comments for me. So go ahead and put a 2 if you've got your ticket. I'm going to put mine in there because I've got mine. I am so excited for this event. But guys, guess what? The clock is ticking. Tomorrow, so like we've got maybe 24 hours. I don't even know what time it ends tomorrow, but the early bird pricing goes away and the costs raise 50%. So it goes from $99 per person up to $150 a person. That's a big jump, right? Like that's a whole, I don't know, well, these days it's like a tank of gas maybe for that $100 difference if you brought a guest. But that's a lot of money. So don't throw it away. You want to be there. You know you want to be there. Even if you're a little bit hesitant, maybe you're a little bit nervous and you're not quite sure, well, please go get your ticket because you're not going to regret it. And Michelle, we wish you could be there. I'm sorry you're having knee replacement surgery and we will be praying for you. Call Andrew Jackson. He just did it. He can walk you through exactly what you need to do. And Tina, there are workarounds. So find your way. Like we want to see you here. We are excited to have you here. This is going to be a powerful event and I cannot wait to have everybody connect there. And this is our training schedule for the week. There are some variations, but this is kind of the main schedule that we promote. And I say this every week, if you have a call or a Zoom or whatever that you would like us to promote on here, text me, right? Reach out to me and I will get it added on here. We don't want to leave anybody out. We want everybody to be included, but this is the main format that I know of, that I make sure that I tune into every single week. So take a screenshot, put these into your calendar, and don't miss it. We've got fantastic calls throughout the week. First one this week, New Age Live, we've got Amy Summers. She is absolutely dynamic. If you guys have ever seen a call with her, you're going to get off the call just fired up. She just is a ball of energy. I don't even know how else to describe her. So, but be on there. You'll love it. I'm sure that you will learn a lot. I will learn a lot. And then on Tuesday, we have Chalk Talk with Coach. And what I love about this Zoom is that he always includes action items. Like, there's no fluff. This is not a hype call. This isn't a rah, feel good call. This is just the nitty gritty that we need in order to succeed with our business. So get this on your calendar, join us for Chalk Talk. And I don't care if you're brand new or if you've been here for 25 years, you will get value from that Zoom. It's fantastic. And next, I have Dr. Kristal on here. I believe I saw her and her pretty little face. If you can unmute Kristal, I would love that.
Hello.
But hi, how are you?
I'm good. I just ran out of water. We're in trouble. Oh no.
Well, let's get you some more. Everybody, we can pause and wait while you get some.
We're all good. I'm ready to roll. I'm excited.
Well, Kristal was coming on here. She has created an event. Her and Kristen Doyle, I guess with Kristal as well, have created an event for us. And so I was hoping, this is a little bit different. They're doing something a little disruptive. So if you wouldn't mind sharing what's happening this Tuesday, what in the world are we doing?
All right. Well, we've been doing this Tuesday Zoom since the Destin event. Kristen and I teamed up, and Chris we kind of kicked Chris out of his own Zoom. It was his Zoom. And then he would introduce us, and then we took over. And so now he's just kind of like, well, here I am. And we were talking with the whole group of people that were there and on the last couple Zooms, and everything keeps going back to Renew and the stories about Renew, even though we were talking about all these other things, products that Kristen and I love. People want to know about Renew, and the stories that are coming from Renew are incredible, and people need to know about them. But what we have come to realize is there's a lot of stories. Like, literally, Chris kicked his daughter off of the Zoom last week. He's like, no, you have to get off because I can't have this conversation with my daughter. He's like, so you have to get off, and then I can talk to the rest of these people. And so she got off. She's like, I'm out. See ya. Bye. Like, she had no problem not listening to what her dad was going to say. Okay.
I love it.
And then Chris and I, we're all sitting there in Colorado Springs, and we start talking, and it's like, well, like, there's conversations that we all want to share, but these topics are a little bit taboo, right? Like, they're conversations that maybe a lot of people don't want to have in mixed company. And so we decided to break this up, and we're going to see how this goes. So we're not afraid to do something disruptive. So Mr. Chris is going to take the Zoom that we have been using, and all of the men, this is exclusive, men only. This is locker room talk. This is Chris giving all the goods, and all of his people that he's going to have sharing his stories are going to be over in Chris Doyle's Zoom. So there's the Zoom ID. It's the one that Kristen and I have been using for the last couple months. Then myself and Miss Kristen are going to take the women to a women's only ladies night over in my Zoom room. So we're going to keep it as close to a half hour as we can. And we are pretty much primarily only going to talk about Renew. And this is not just for people that are here. This is for your friends, your family, people who are asking about Renew. And now you can come on, ladies. In fact, I need your stories. So guys, if you have Renew stories, one, I need you to help support Chris. So, because I know the ladies are going to show up for me, but I just don't know if you guys are going to show up for Chris. So like, I mean, somebody show up for Chris so that you guys can have locker room. Are you kidding? He's going to have a packed out room. I'm worried about us ladies. So girls, women, ladies, gals, come on over to the ladies only, because, oh, serious, a little bit of seriousness. This product is changing people's lives. It's changing households. And there's some stories, the belief, the things that are going on in people's households, especially, like, we just don't share them. You get to a certain age where you don't have that confidence maybe to share some of those more important things. But when you get, I love it, Michael. Thank you for showing up, Chris. When you get in camaraderie and you create a safe place, these are not going to be recorded. Okay, so that means if you want to be a part of this part of the community, you're going to have to show up. It's that night only, no recording, no pictures. Like, it is exclusive. This is exclusive women only, exclusive men only. And then I'm going to be honest, husbands and wives, don't be sharing the stories that you heard inside of this with your spouse. The stories that Chris are going to talk, like, there's a reason he didn't share it over in the women's only. But these are things that you can take without people's names to your friends when you're out there talking, going, oh my gosh, it's helping this person this way. We need to build some communities where people feel safe to express and to hear how it's really helping. Okay. So I am a doctor. I do not have a problem saying, here, watch this, watch all the faces turn red. Erectile dysfunction. Right? Look at Andrea. She's like, oh my gosh, did she just say ED? I did. But do you guys know the percentage of men over the age of 40 who have that? But because no one talks about it, we don't even consider the fact that it's $1 trillion industry. Do you guys know how much money is spent in that industry? And yet we have something that's making a difference for our friends and our families. So if you don't want to say that word, then you need to send them to the Zoom, because I promise you, Chris Doyle does not have a problem saying it either. Okay. So, you guys, it's going to be fun too. We're going to keep it fun, lighthearted, but yet still safe. So come join us on Tuesdays. It's not going to all be about sex either, right? Because Renew does a lot more than sex. It's definitely a benefit of Renew, but.
Well, thank goodness it does more, because you saw my face. I would drop dead before I said that. So I love that we have people like you, and the world has to have people like me too that are a little bit of a prude, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm excited for it. I think that's going to be so powerful. And I love that we have another tool in our toolbox to help people in a million ways, right? We can help people with their sleep. We can help people with their marriage. We can help people with their energy. We can help people with their mood. Like, what an incredible gift. So I love that. And thank you so much for that, Kristal. Can't wait to tune in. I think with that little intro, this might be our most watched Zoom of all time. Like,
I'm hoping.
Zooms.
I'm hoping.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you jumping on here tonight. And we will be tuning in on Tuesday. So I'm going to head back to my screen share. We're going to go, I think we got it. Okay. So live shopping this week. So we're going to kind of go back to that. So now that was Tuesday. Everybody tune. I don't think we're going to have to remind anybody for Tuesday, but we will. We will remind you. But Wednesday, we're going back to our hormones. And what I love about this is Christine, who you guys all know Christine, she said, we want to bring more value. This was an incredibly watched show, and corporate offered a lot, and Dr. Ginger offered a lot of tips on how to help people, but they said there's too much. We've got to break it into two. We have more information there is to share. So I'll tell you, I'm sharing this with everybody that commented last week. I'm creating a new post for this week because this is something that we all need. Like, again, people think hormones, we think ladies, and we think, grumpiness maybe and needing salt or sugar, right? In that time of the month. But it's so much more than that. Everything in our body is driven and run and controlled by our hormones. So, if you want to sleep better, control your hormones. If you want to have boost your metabolism, well, work on your hormones. If you want to improve your mood, work on your hormones. Like, there is so much that is controlled by this. So share this with people, because this is another tool, like we talked about, another tool where we can absolutely bless people with more health. So excited for that. And here is some copy. So if you guys aren't sure quite what to say, this is what I would say. Go to Kristal's page, right? Go to Dr. Kristal's Facebook page and stalk her. Like, I think that was my hashtag last week, like proud Dr. Kristal stalker. And she put out a ton of content last week for us that we can all go make our own. And that is key. She talked about that a lot last week. Make it your own. I can't talk like that. We just saw that. I can't talk like Dr. Kristal. My friends would be like, what happened to Andrea? She is like, I don't know, drunk on Facebook or something. Like, they just would think I went a little bonkers, right? Not that Kristal has that. We're just different in our personality. Love you, Kristal. That's not what I was saying. I just embarrassed myself again. We're going to move past that. So I need to talk like Andrea so that my people recognize me. So go to her page. You can go to my page, go to Ashley's page. There's so many pages that you can go on to on Facebook, on Instagram. Go find what you like about it and then make it your own, right? Make it your own. And we're going to talk about that in just a second, because we have a lady on here that did just that. But I'm going to show you, and you guys can screenshot these. Let me see if I can shrink it a little bit. You can screenshot these and use them to share on your page. And then I'm also going to post them all in Telegram this evening. So if you don't have these yet, jump in Telegram. They're also in your New Age share, but you can grab them so that you can share them on your page. So this is the next one, balance your hormones naturally. They look so relaxed. I'm gonna have to try some yoga. This one I thought was really cute, right? So find the one that appeals to you, or go make your own with this idea. Maybe it's you and a friend, balancing on something. I don't know, but find something that you like and go share it. And then Thursday, we have another share app training. So if you want to know how to have a strategy on what to share and when, jump in here on Thursday. It is in our private group. So New Age North America Leadership Group on Facebook. So jump in there and join us on this. These trainings are really powerful. And what I love about them is they stay in there. So if you missed last week, right? And you're like, how do I create custom content? How do I make a smart link? Or maybe you need to go back a couple weeks and download it. You can find them all in that group and get up to speed. And then loyalty this month, we have, about another week with Lucem and Beauty Boost at 30% off. That's a huge discount. You don't want to miss it. So go do your loyalty shopping, share that with your team, because these are great products. They are truly making a difference in people's skin. If you look at like Diane Blue, she's got a post on her Instagram. There's a bunch of other people that you can go look and say, wow, that is a great story, Juanita, for the Lucem testimonies. So these products are great. We're all vain, man or woman. Nobody says, you know what, I want to wake up today and look my age, right? Like, I don't think anybody's like, it'd be really cool if, at least I don't say, you know what, I really want to look 47 when I'm 46. No, I would really like to look 40, or if I was going to be honest, I want to look 30, but okay. But this can help me turn back the clock just a little bit. And isn't that what we're all looking for? So with that, I'm actually going to turn this over to Buffy. And Buffy, if you wouldn't mind unmuting, I'm going to stop that share. And if you can unmute and oh, you are. Where are you? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
I can. I got to spotlight you. You're hiding from me a little bit. Keep talking.
Well, I've got Emma's computer, so this is real new for me too. I'm usually doing a phone.
Okay. Well, yeah, normally you're in your office, right? Where are the
Well, yeah, I'm out
shoes?
on the porch. Warm now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I now I'm going to try to call you Emma. So, okay, I know this
I'm
is
sorry.
Buffy. So everybody, this is Buffy Wallen. She is an absolute rock star from North Alabama. I have the privilege of living within an hour from her, which has been really, really fun to get to spend time with her in person. But she did some things with Renew this last week. So if you could just kind of paint a picture for us on how it started, right? And where you are now, because I know that there was some fear and, well, I'll shush. You tell us.
Right.
I'll be quiet. You tell us and kind of what turned the page for us.
Well, I was with y'all in Palmer's office, and we started talking about the Renew and buying some up and splitting them up, and if this would work, if it wouldn't work, it may work for me, it might not work for me, but I did it. Which I think I didn't do it. You did it. I sent you my credit card and said, order me 12. So I did. And it's been about 2 weeks, or was 2 weeks. And I didn't sell any. Like, I didn't know really what to do. Like, I was scared. And I know you've been with us or been with me and Palmer before saying, are you going to buy my Renew? Like, I was so scared of what to do. And, just one, well, it was Dr. Kristal. It just kind of hit me one day that Palmer had always said, are you willing? Are you coachable? And are you hungry? And it did. It just hit me. So, and just like you said a while ago, I just got on her page and started stalking her. If she said it, I said it. Now, she did go live. I've not got that much brave yet, but I did record myself and put it out on Facebook. So, and I was scared if anybody's ever been around me or on anything or the Renew deal, I'm not good at it at all. I'm not good at this, but I wanted it so bad that I knew I had to get out of my comfort zone. So I did. And, I put it out there and I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with the messages. My phone was just ding, 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 Messenger on Facebook and, these little bags here. So I thought, oh no, that's not what she's doing. She's not using the baggies. I don't know what to do, but that's all I had. So I was doing it. Guys, I had people, two of my best friends that have watched me with the 10 years of me doing this, they've always, I don't know what I'm saying, didn't ever buy the product, but always was with me, cheered me on. But two of them pulled up in my driveway when I said hormones. And they pulled up. I went out there barefooted, give them this, took the money, and like, all right, here we go. I mean, Billy just come in a minute ago. We laughed because I run him to Rogersville with the bag. But Dr. Kristal, don't be mad. Dollar General. I went and got me some bags at Dollar General. They're just the party bags. And I got this little stuff and I cut them in it. And I've just been doing it and taping it up. And guys, I'm asking them what they want to do. They want 5 days, they want 10 days, they want 15 days, and that's just what I've been doing. And when they do it, I bag it, write their little name on it, and send it off. And I really hadn't sent any off. I've sent some with Billy to work. He works close to where Andrea lives. He's peddling them, I guess you can say. And it's just absolutely, it's changed, and I'm excited to know that these people that's done the 5 day or the 10 day, they're gonna call back. They are. So I'm excited about, and it's just getting out of my comfort zone. And I love to talk better than anything, but I don't like to talk like this. But I did. I sat out here on my porch, and if anybody knew how many times I deleted it and deleted it and deleted it, but I finally got one, and then I sent it across to Palmer saying, does this sound good? And then I did it. I hit the send button on Facebook, and I did send some out to my people that I had in contact, you know, to do that. So, and it's working, guys. I have one, I have 2 boxes left, and I told Billy a minute ago, I'm like, well, Buffy needs one. I'm about out, so I'm not selling one of them, but I have two left. And Thursday, I think, they're gone.
I love that. I love that. I love that. You said so many things in here that, like, well, first of all, that you didn't, this isn't your norm, right? Like, you got out of your comfort zone. So I think about if we would just get out of our own way, you know, like Andrea, come on, woman, get out of your own way. And we all have the ability to do exactly what you're doing. You simplified it. You didn't worry about, like, I'll tell you, I didn't simplify it, right? Like, I ordered everything. I've got the boxes in here. I'm ready to go. But guess what you did? You took action.
Yeah.
All I did was prepare.
I mean, just like Dr. Kristal had said, and we, you know, on some of her stalking, you know, she would, and it was true, you know, she kind of throwed out the F-bomb or whatever, you know, and they relate it to her. And that's what got me. I mean, I'm really, really, I'm that person that knows I'm just about as country as they come. And I have to watch what I say, but I don't. Everybody knows me around here. They know I'm just as country as can be. So, and I'm feeling better. So, I mean, you know, we went out to eat Friday night. We walked through the back door because there was a band there, and I had 2 people to point at me and go, what's your stuff? And I'm like, I got it in the car. I mean, you know, but I mean, it's just, it's around here, just hold up.
Well, you know what I love the most about it is you're winning. Doesn't that feel great?
It does.
Like, any win, I don't care if it's this huge win. Like, I'll tell you, you sell somebody a 1,500 PV ultimate whatever pack, and you sell them a 5-pack of Renew, the win feels the same.
Yeah.
The win feels the same. You are absolutely winning. You are winning today, and you are creating more wins in the future. Like, it gets me so fired up, so fired up. So I have a question to ask you. Last question. Can I share your video? Can we share it on here?
Sure.
Okay, guys. All right. So we're going to try to see if
Don't
I can
laugh.
Nobody's going to laugh. We're going to smile big. So I'm going to crank up my volume, and we're going to see if this works for you guys. So give me a thumbs up if it's.
Hey, look what just come in. I ordered extra boxes where I can share this stuff with y'all. This product has changed my world. The last 3 months I've been on this. I've taken back my hormone control. Hormones was controlling my life, but now I'm controlling my hormones. I'm controlling my sleep. I'm controlling a lot of stuff. I feel better. So, guys, I just wanted to come to you right quick, and I'm excited about getting my shipment in. I will split these up for 5 days, for 10 days, for 15 days, for 20 days, for the whole month. I've got extra boxes. If you know, I'm willing to, I'll put them in a baggie. I'll ship them to you if you don't live close to me. If you live close to me, I'll drop them off at your house. Meet me somewhere. I'll get it. I'll drop it off on the school bus. Just, guys, just try this. Just try this, because it's absolutely, it ain't just for girls. It ain't just for us. It's for the guys too. I promise you, it will change your world. So let me know. Hit me up, PM me, call me, whatever. Don't let this pass you by. Don't let it. Bye.
I love that so much. Buffy, I'm so dang proud of you. Oh, hold on. Did I stop it? I guess I stopped it. That was fantastic. Great job, woman.
It was.
Great job.
It was about, and maybe there's no bosses, which Palmer used to be my boss, but I can say it in front of him now. I did drop one off in the mailbox. Oh,
Well, hopefully your boss is not in here. Disclaimer, boss, that was it was a completely approved activity. She
right.
did pick up a child at that exact location.
I did.
And-
We just swapped it there on the mailbox. You know,
There
she
we
had
go.
the check and I put the stuff in there.
I love it. Well, I am so dang proud of you. And guys, do me a favor. If that's something you can do, right? If you can be a little bit afraid, but you can sit on your porch and talk to the people that you care about, put a 3 in the comments. So go ahead and put a 3 in there. If you could be brave enough to create that, to create something for your future. So I love that so much, Buffy. I am so proud of you. Thank you for jumping on here with me tonight. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Thanks, lady. So guys, I got another one. So we have, let's see if I can pull this up. Oh, golly. Oh, well, bear with me here, folks. I just created a little, I don't know what, with my PowerPoint here, but that was exciting. So we're going to share my screen, but we're going to have to scroll because I don't know what I just did. So we're going to share this. And Kristal, if you wouldn't mind, if you could put your thumb up, if you can see kind of my screen. All right. Thank you so much. So one thing I wanted to share before I jump over to my next guest is our Renew 28 YouTube channel. So the Renew 28-day challenge, if you just go on YouTube and search Renew 28, or you can type in this little link right here, take a screenshot, you can find so many incredible testimonials on Renew. Like this just shows you a couple of them, but if you go to the videos, I don't even know how many are on there. I would say probably 30, 25, I don't know, there are a lot. And the next lady that's going to jump on here, I actually eavesdropped, and I didn't talk to you about this, Anne. So, but I eavesdropped, sorry. I'm sorry. You don't even have to say anything about it. I'll say it. But I was listening and she was talking about sharing Ashley Paulson's video, and you can nod if that's correct, and that you got a customer and you picked somebody else's video and you shared it and you got a customer, correct? And I believe that you shared 3 different people's videos and you got 3 different customers. So that might be a lie, but I was eavesdropping. It wasn't even to me, but think about the power of that. All these people did some work, right? They took, a minute or 10 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on, how many times they recorded it. And they created something that is, again, a tool for us that we can share, and it can create income for us. So I love that. I just wanted to share that really quickly before I bring on Miss Anne. So if you wouldn't mind unmuting and joining us tonight.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm nervous, but I'm okay.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm nervous too. I'll tell you, I've sweat like 3 times tonight. I'm just glad we don't have to talk about what Kristal was saying. So,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
much
true.
less nervous. I'm much less nervous that we don't have to do that. So thank you, first of all. Thank you so much for being on here with us tonight. I have been hunting you down for weeks now, trying to get you on here. So I'm so grateful that it finally worked out tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Absolutely.
And so if you wouldn't mind just kicking us off with your story. So share a little bit about your history with the industry, how you found us, what it's done for you.
Okay. Well, my name's Ann Wilson. I kind of started in this industry with Amway. I think just about everybody else has too, but what I learned from Amway is that I could do some self-improvement. So I was listening to Dexter Yeager and Jim Rohn. I read books like The Greatest Salesman in the World and The Possible Dream, and our own Brilliant Compensation for Tim Sales. And then I went to another company called Future Line Shoes. And you could buy shoes for your kids and get free shoes. So I got a whole bunch of young mothers. My older sons were 5 and 3 at the time, and on their big wheels, ruining shoes one right after another. And we just had a really good time because we bought shoes and got free shoes. So I learned how to, make little groups. That's what I learned from them. And then I went to Herbalife, where I was learning about nutrition finally. And I lost a little bit of weight. And I also shared, what I was doing with others. And I met Gary there. That was a good thing. And then we went to micro diet. We kind of started and kept with weight loss because that was kind of Gary's thing. And we also went with another company in San Diego that had a little diet patch that you put a little bit of homeopathic solution on a Band-Aid and put it on your wrist, and it helped control your appetite. But they didn't do their homework and they didn't register things. And so one day in the office, the AGs came and shut them down. So I learned that everything is not forever. Well, then along came Miranda. And Gary and I were privileged to be one of the very first distributors that were frontline sponsored by the company. That was kind of a unique perspective that we had of the company and its future, but we really felt very strong and had a real, dedication to Miranda, the founders, and the products. They kind of set a standard in this industry that very few have duplicated. They really went far. They were backed by science, and they had all these testimonies of the products, because Noni does make a difference for the better in people. From this, I learned that I have an unwavering courage because of all of these positive things that were happening. I have an enduring spirit of love and compassion against all odds, and I've had quite a few odds, and I've overcome some personal adversities. We joined in 96, in June of 96, and then in November or October it was of 97, Gary was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and he passed away in May of 2011. And then my mother and father, within a 15-month period of time, also passed away. So see, I'm an orphan and a widow. So if you're nice to me, you get double points. So just remember that. Anyway, I'm just grateful for his insight. He had such a love for his fellow man, and he had a visionary spirit and a very loving heart. And all of that continues in me as I move forward with this dedication to New Age. And I'm just grateful to be here. That's how we started.
I love it. And talk about what history and what experience that you bring to the table. Sometimes I think, oh, I've been around for a while, but I've only been a little over a decade. Like, that experience is so small compared to the experience that you've had. So thank you for being willing to share those.
I learned something from every aspect of it to make me who I am today.
Well, I love it. So with that, can you share just a little bit about what this industry, obviously it's brought knowledge and growth and a mission.
Mhm.
But what would you say if you had to kind of narrow it down, what this industry has really done for you?
Wow. It's just like I said, it gave me some confidence that I really didn't have. It gave me, and it let me be a part of people's lives. And I just, I love hearing people's stories, because isn't that what we all are, is we're storytellers.
Mm-hmm.
And, one of our themes was tell the story. And I still do that, because that's really all that advertising is telling the story.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. And I love that we do have this community that we can share our stories with each other. It's very, very powerful. And one aspect of that community is that we come together and we support each other's events. And I just had the privilege of meeting you in person at the Colorado event. So with all of that history, right? All this experience, what drove you to drive all the way over with Karen. So glad to meet both of you there.
Yeah.
What got you to go to the Colorado event, and what did you get out of it?
Well, I'm always up for a good road trip with Karen.
She seems fun. I would jump
I
in.
know we had a lot of fun, but I won't go into all of it. We just really had a lot of fun. But I'm just going to kind of back up when we merged together and we were now new age. I did not know any of you at all, and so I called Shannon Rowland and Tracy Turnberg and I said, I want every single Zoom number and every single training and every single morning motivation things. And I lurked. I'm a really good lurker. I lurked for about 9 months. So I got to know each and every one of you. I didn't put my video on. I put my little orange jacket, real estate picture up, and I muted myself out. I made a few comments, but I got to know each and every one of you. And, I just knew that these are the kind of people that I want to be and that I want to be around. I saw that, and that's why we wanted to go to Colorado Springs, because I wanted to see them in their element. And that those Colorado Springs gals, I absolutely, they're so easy to love. I love every one of them. And you talk about success on steroids.
Mhm.
That was a super successful meeting, and we were so happy to be there. And along with Arlene Hutchinson, Karen and I, we're trying to, get things going in Salt Lake and have some super Saturdays there. So we got some great ideas. So that's why
Well,
we
I'm
went.
so glad that you were there, and talk to us a little bit. We didn't discuss this yet, but will you be with us in Orlando?
Absolutely. I've already got the ticket. I've already got, oh yes.
Did you see? I was a little nervous right there.
Oh,
I'm
no,
like,
for
"We
sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Well,
We
I
got
knew.
tickets and rooms and,
So what does that tell us, guys? We have somebody that has, been with Miranda since 1996. Like, that's a minute, right? That's a minute.
just a couple.
Just a couple. And still coming to the event. So what that tells me, as a baby in this industry, I sure as heck better be there, right?
Mhm.
And I hope you all got that there is power in the events. There's power in coming together. There's power in meeting these dynamic people. I'll tell you, I was in Colorado too, for the same reason as you. Like, there is energy in that room. There is some dynamic personalities. There is so much to learn there. And I know we're going to have even more of that out in Orlando. So I cannot wait to see you there again in just a couple months. Like, guys, here's your little plug.
Days after my birthday.
Oh, well, then we're going to wish you happy birthday. We're going to, I
know.
even know how old you're going to be. So
How about that? 71. Oh,
I love it. That's my
40.
favorite age. Okay, well, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So
Yeah.
I have, I know that you have an incredible Renew testimony. And I was wondering if, as we kind of close this out, if you would mind sharing that with all of us.
Sure. Well, I'm Ann Wilson, and I'm a 70 now year old great grandmother. Yes, I did say great, everybody. But Gary was a little bit older than me, so all of my greats come from his kids. So, but his kids are my kids are his kids. That's what happened. But most people that are my age aren't as active as I am. And I'm active. I walk, I ride a bike, I have a big garden. Yesterday I had 13,150 steps because of walking and doing gardening. But I'm healthy, I sleep well, and the best thing is that I absolutely love life. And in fact, my doctors told me before that he wished that his blood tests were as good as mine. So I guess they're pretty good. And one of the things that I attribute all that to is just this cute little Renew thing right here. I really do. This little stick. This has just made my life better. I mix one of those in like 1/4 of a cup of water, every night. It's just so easy. It's not hard. And I think I actually look and feel younger. I have more energy. I have more stamina. I think my body fat's reduced because my clothes fit better and even my skin looks better, you know? And did I say I sleep good? I really do sleep good. That's a big thing, big thing. So would I recommend this? Well, that would be an outstanding and resounding yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Anne, thank you. I'm
Sure.
so grateful for you sharing your wisdom and your experience with all of us tonight. And you do look amazing.
Oh,
Like
thanks.
when you said your age
Yeah.
in Colorado Springs, I think I'm not the only one that hurt my neck because we all
Yeah.
went, what? Like that is crazy. So
I
you
still have
look,
all my own teeth too, you
well,
know.
hey, good for you. Good for you. I love that. So thank you so
Teasing.
much. I greatly
Sure.
appreciate you jumping on here. And I believe that Coach Palmer has something that he wanted to share with us. So thank you, Anne. I appreciate you.
Andrea, I do. I'm sitting here and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for the people of this company. You know, and I'm dark. I'm actually sitting out in the pool house, so I apologize for the darkness. But I wasn't going to say a word, but I listened to Ann Wilson and I listened to Buffy and I listened to Kristal and I listened to you. And what I hope is everybody on this call, everybody on this Zoom, just looks at this tonight and decides, why not me? Like if you're on the sideline looking at the game being played of New Age, step into the game, because the people inside of this are so beautiful. But if you never go to an event, if you never step into the game, you really are missing out. You're really missing out on the beauty of what this whole thing's about. And Andrea, I was listening to a podcast today. I was listening to something as I ran, and Ann Wilson nailed it. But Ann Wilson is a representative of this, and it's one thing you can't get from a Zoom. One thing you can't get from social media is you can't get the touch. You can't get the hug. You can't get the smell. You can't get the breaking of the bread together. You can't get that. Where you can get that is when you come together and you really feel it. And so whether it's Arlene and Enos coming from Utah to Colorado Springs, or Ann and Karen coming from Utah to Colorado Springs, or Kristal Vance flying from Florida to, or you going, you know what, I'm getting to Orlando because I want to smell it. I want to taste it. I want to hug on it. I want to feel it. I want to sense that community that if it was not for us, this company wouldn't exist. If it were not for us sharing those stories, telling people that, but at the end of the day, the uniqueness of this whole industry that's changing people's lives, and this company that's changing people's lives, it's to show up. And what I'm hearing tonight is Buffy decided to show up because of Kristal. And Anne decided to show up because she got on some Zooms and said, I want to go meet these people in person. My rally call to you tonight is, if you hadn't showed up, if you're not showing up and you're on the sideline, get in here with us in this beautiful thing that we call New Age. Get in here with us and experience it. Do more than just get on a Zoom. Order something and make a move, just like Buffy did. And if you don't know what to do, just get in there and figure it out, like Ann did when she started getting on the Zooms. Somebody, a veteran in the industry, did that. She did it. Guys, we love each and every one of you. This was an inspiring very inspiring for me tonight, because I see Kristal reaching out going, we're going to do a women's only. Chris Doyle, veteran in the industry, going, we're going to do a men's only. Then Buffy going, I was scared to death, but I was willing to make a video and put it out there. Thank you, Kristal, for leading the way. And then I hear Ann going, I've been in the industry for a long time, but I'm inspired still today because of the people, as we have something beautiful. And the reason we're going to be so successful is because of people like you. We need you in the game. We need you in the game with us because you make us complete. So Andrea, I'm sorry I had to jump on. It was very inspiring tonight. So thank you, Andrea, for doing this every Sunday night and putting your time and effort into it. Guys, major value tonight. I'll turn it back to you, Andrea.
Well, thank you so much for that, Coach. And I'll tell you, that to me, where my heart is, that's where it's all about. Like, I think about Kristal Vance, right? And you're just going to get bragged on all over the place. This is suck it up, sugar. Like, she did not have to come on and lay out all her tips for all of us. Like, there are so many people in this industry, so many people in so many industries that hold everything so tight because they think that if you win, they're losing. But I love that we have a community here of people, a community of inclusion, a community of like-minded folks that know, as our Gary would say, all ships rise with the tide. So let's all jump in. Let's all rise together and be like Buffy and just do it. Don't worry about it being perfect. Don't worry about getting it all, just right. Yes, she filmed a few versions of that, but she just did it. She did it with her Ziploc bag. She didn't worry about making it fancy. She just did it and she's winning, right? She's winning, and we all can win if we do like Eva Marie said and just jump in. So I love you guys. I challenge everyone to go stalk Buffy, right? Go stalk Kristal, go stalk Ashley, go stalk all of the people on here that went and created different things. Go copy it, make it your own. Go copy it and do it for yourself. Get on board, right? Get on board and connect with all of us. So I love you guys. I love this call. This was so fun. So thank you for each of the ladies that jumped on here and spoke. Thank you, Coach, for your inspiration and your wisdom. Appreciate you too. And I hope everybody has a fantastic night. And I cannot wait to see you all week long on the Coach's Corner. So love you guys. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.